to Cricket Adda, and today we have the last video out of our World Cup previews, the favorites to win the World Cup. And you might have already calculated the three teams which are left. They are England, Australia, and India. So to start off, we'll start with the host country, England.
Obviously, have a look at the squad on your screen. They have been playing the best one day team. They are the best one day team in the last 12-18 months. After the 2015 World Cup, remember they were knocked out by Bangladesh in the 2015 World Cup, and since then they have been absolutely brilliant. As you can see on the screen is the squad. Alex Hales has been removed from the squad because of the drug ban, but will not go there. Jason Roy, Joe Root, Johnny Bairstow, Ian Morgan, Josh Butler, Moeen Ali, Ben Stokes. Gee, what a batting lineup.
Yeah, that's a brilliant batting lineup. You know, we talked about 2015 World Cup. After that, they knew, if you bat deep, you have a good chance of scoring as many runs as you can. You need finger spin, you need wrist spinners, you need good fast bowlers, you need specialist fast bowlers, a good opening combination, and they've got everything right. I don't personally see any weaknesses in this whole.
Yeah, definitely. The only weakness I would talk about is the home pressure.
Yeah, that
the World Cup is in their home conditions. They will have to cope up with the home pressure. And
because
once they reach the knockouts, I guess it's pretty much certain that they are reaching the knockouts.
Yeah,
it's one game at a time.
Yeah, after that you can't say anything. Yeah. It's one-off game. Anything can happen in that one-off game.
We saw in the Champions Trophy semi-final, they lost to Pakistan. It was bit of a dry wicket, and they just struggle to get going, and
so anything can happen that one match. If your key players get injured with that one match, anything can happen. But then if you look at there's a league stage, there's the round robin format, so I predict they'll probably first to second, they
are in the top two. We'll just quickly have a look at the probable 11, and as we just mentioned, the batting lineup is pretty much certain. Watch out for Josh Butler. Watch out for Josh Butler. He will come in and at that 38th, 35th over and in a flash take the game away from you. Score 150 balls and you will just never know what he did.
Yeah. So Josh Butler is their key player.
Moeen Ali as well can play the same role.
Moeen Ali again, the backer, and if you look at their fast bowlers, that looks a little bit weak.
I won't be surprised. We are recording this pretty much early, this video. I won't be surprised if when I upload this video, Jofra Archer is in that list.
Yeah, because Alex Hales has been removed, so one position is left over there. There can be an inclusion of Jofra Archer. The situation was going on whether he is eligible or not.
He is eligible now.
He is eligible.
The only question is whether how to fit him in the squad or in the playing 11, because the right now which we have named the playing 11 is Chris Woakes, Liam Plunkett, and Mark Wood. Which of these fast bowlers would you remove if you want Jofra Archer in your team? Yeah,
that's a good question. Liam Plunkett is, I think, their stock bowler. Who will bowl a few. He can bowl anywhere.
Yeah, he mostly bowls in the middle overs with those cross seam deliveries. Yeah. He has been the leading wicket taker in the middle overs.
Yeah, so
from overs 11 to 40.
So I think he's
not going there.
Yeah,
he's not going anywhere. Chris Woakes,
he's also an important
because he swings the ball up front and he bats as well.
Yeah,
so only player
for me, maybe Chris Woakes or maybe even David Willey can come in there instead of Chris Woakes. But then there comes Mark Wood. What does Mark Wood actually give to that England team?
It's pace. Yeah. And what does Jofra Archer offer you? It's pace.
Yeah.
I would go in with Jofra Archer.
Obviously Jofra Archer. I think I would also go in with him because he gives you that death bowling experience which he has. He's a specialist in death bowling, which England need because
they lack a bit in their death bowling. So don't be surprised. We are recording this pretty early. I'm mentioning it once again. Don't be surprised
if Jofra Archer is in the squad, he has a very good chance of making
the playing 11. So that's it from England. That's it for England. I'm guessing top two.
Yeah, top two for sure. Their batting is heavily loaded. You've got those big players, Josh Butler, Ben Stokes, Johnny Bairstow, openers.
And I am backing Johnny Bairstow to be the leading run scorer of this World Cup.
Yeah, he has a good chance. Again, Ben Stokes, a lot of eyes will be on him. Has he actually, performed?
He hasn't performed in the IPL.
Yeah, he hasn't performed in the IPL.
He is the premier all-rounder, what you call. He is the match winner. Yeah. He has to perform.
That's
the only thing to watch out for. Otherwise, it's all covered for the England. team.
Yeah.
Moving on to the defending champions, it's the Australian cricket team. Once again, peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
You thought once Steve Smith and David Warner were gone, they were going on a downhill,
Yeah.
and suddenly they win a series in India 3-2, go to Pakistan, Dubai, I mean, and
Yeah.
whitewash them completely.
Pakistan, who are very
Yeah.
good in their home conditions, actually not one of the favorites, but have a good chance of making the top four. Whitewash them.
5-0.
Without-
They have won 8 consecutive ODIs.
Yeah.
The Australian team, and add to that David Warner and Steve Smith and are back.
yeah.
Having a look at their squad, this looks a strong squad.
Yeah.
Just a slight change there. No Jai Richardson. Kim
Yeah.
Richardson is there in place of Jai Richardson. He is injured. How do you look at this squad?
Again, a very good squad. You look at their batting again: Aaron Finch, David Warner, Smith, Khwaja. Will he play? Maybe not. Sean Marsh has a chance of playing. Maxwell.
There will be a toss-up between Marsh and Khwaja.
Yeah.
Maxwell, then you have Stoinis, and then you have Carey.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty much great batting lineup. And
Bowling
then
again.
you have the pace bowlers. You have Stark, Cummins, and Nathan Coulter. Add
Yeah.
to that, you have the likes of Jason Behrendorff and Ken Richardson in
Yeah.
the reserves.
So 5 fast bowlers. They know because injury is very common
Yeah.
to their fast bowlers.
And you have to
Stark-
play 9 games.
Yeah. So Mitchell Stark, will he be able to play 9 consecutive games? You don't know. So that's why it's a good option that they have a few backup fast bowlers. Spin department is Nathan Lyon. He's a
Surprising, not a surprising pick,
He,
but
he did play against India as
yeah.
well.
But
Um,
he's not the best of off spinners in the one day format.
Yeah. So I don't think he will be considered. Adam Zampa's there.
Yeah,
He
Adam
will-
Zampa will be the first choice spinner, no
Yeah.
doubt about that. He is that leg spinner who can get you wickets in
Yeah.
the middle overs. Having a look at their probable playing 11, Finch Warner. We are going in with Khwaja here at number 3. There will be a toss up between Khwaja and Marsh. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure who's going to play.
Yeah.
Smith at 4, Maxwell, Carey. A weakness here now.
I think they're all rounder. They're finishing. I think if Marcus Stoinis, Alex Carey, Maxwell,
Yeah.
out these 3, they have to go for it. Because
those are the finishers
Yeah,
who will
they
come
have
in near the 30,
because-
35th over.
Because again, Maxwell, he's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Alex Carey, he hasn't done it at the big
Yeah.
stage. Marcus Stoinis as well, not very consistent.
Yeah, we saw him in the IPL, wasn't
Yeah.
at his best.
So
Yes.
that is a bit of a weakness. Marcus
Yeah.
Stoinis, is he really one? If you will go through that Australian team through the before, they always had a good fast bowling all
All-rounder,
rounder.
yeah. Shane Watson
Yeah.
was in the 2015 World
So
Cup.
Marcus Stoinis, is he actually good enough?
That would be a thing to watch out for. Another point I would like to make here now. We saw that squad a while before. We'll go back to that screen, and there is not a single backup wicketkeeper.
Yeah, that is.
Now consider it's a game, and at the morning, in the morning, your wicketkeeper Alex Carey gets injured. Who keeps wickets?
Yeah.
There's absolutely nobody to keep wickets in their team.
Yeah.
No backup wicketkeeper. That's
No back.
such a surprise because you're playing 9 games
Yeah.
and you can't name a replacement in the morning
Yeah.
of a match.
So that will be very, very, very crucial if
If
Alex
Carey
Carey
somehow gets injured, hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah.
But if he gets injured, that's a problem.
And the other thing is Alex Carey is if he doesn't perform well because he hasn't
Okay, that's a good point.
he
as well.
hasn't done it at the big stage.
Yeah.
He's just started playing, not a lot of experience as well.
So, as he mentions, if Carey doesn't perform, there is nobody they can turn to.
yeah, and who even after Alex Carey, who else can they bring in? Is there any standout wicketkeeper who is there?
There are 3 reserve wicketkeepers who will be in England, but not in the squad. Maybe there are Tim Payne, Matthew Wade, and I forgot the third man's name. But these 2 are obviously there in England, and somebody else is going to be in England as well. So, Peter Handscomb. He's not the best of wicket keepers, but
Yeah.
he's a really good batsman.
Yeah.
So these 3 will be in England playing for Australia A, but not in the Australian World Cup squad. So that's the only.
So then, if he gets injured, they can call any of these
Yeah.
guys as well.
And Smith and Warner making a comeback after a year.
Yeah.
Will be playing international cricket for the first time.
But
We saw them in the IPL.
Yeah,
Warner
they
was
played-
absolutely brilliant.
Steve Smith was also
Pretty good, yeah, pretty
yeah. If T20 is not his best format,
Yeah.
but he played pretty well. He captained the team against Steve Smith's no, Steve Smith is not the captain. Finch is the captain. So that's a bit of
Obviously, he will get inputs from Smith and
Yeah.
Ward. Don't know how much, but he might get it. So Australia definitely one of the favorites. Watch out for Steve Smith and David Warner because they will be really looking forward to take this opportunity after an year. But remember, they are playing in England, and they are arch rivals, England and Australia. I expect the Barmy Army to go after them.
Yeah. So what is your predictions? Will they be able to retain the title?
I see. I think it's difficult for them to retain the title, but they will make the top 4.
They have a good chance of making the top 4. Very informed team. They've won, as you said, 8 consecutive matches. So very informed team, and will be interesting to see how they play.
And moving on to the last team, obviously no money for guessing it.
Yeah,
it's the Indian team, the winners of the 2011 World Cup, the semi-finalists of the 2015 World Cup. But the
finalists of the Champions
Trophy as well against Pakistan, lost to Pakistan. Obviously, MS Dhoni is not the captain, it's Virat Kohli. We all know that. Having a look at the squad right on your screen, a settled unit. The only debate was regarding the number 4, Vijay Shankar, Ambati Rayudu, Rishabh Pant.
But now looking at this team, do you think, and now looking at the IPL, do you think they missed a chance of getting in Rishabh Pant?
Yeah, definitely. There are a lot of talks about that young man.
Yeah.
He played really well in the IPL. And I guess he could play that role at number 6.
Yeah.
He could come in and smash the ball.
Because if you look at someone like Kedar Jadhav, is he the best finisher?
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. He didn't do anything in the IPL. He went unnoticed and then got injured towards the end. So if he is not fit,
I think one of the only reasons Kedar Jadhav gets is because his bowling. He gets his bowling. So that will be a good opportunity. Kedar Jadhav, he will be playing in the World Cup. I think his first World Cup in Australia. In England. So it will be a big opportunity for him,
and probably his last as well because Dhoni, Kedar Jadhav and Dinesh Karthik will be playing the last World Cup, that's for sure.
Other than that, it's a young team.
You have the likes of Kohli, Sharma and Dhawan up at the top. Best top 3.
Best top 3 in the World Cup, hands down, you can say Rohit Sharma is not in form. But then he doesn't need form.
He will come to the occasion.
Yeah, he will. You will see him a few matches getting a few hundreds, a few 50s.
And remember, it's the other opener who just loves to play in the ICC tournament.
Yeah, Shikhar Dhawan in form IPL.
Yeah, over 500 runs. And when he hears the ICC tournament, he is just up at the top. He won the Golden Bat in 2013 Champions Trophy. In the 2017 Champions Trophy was the leading run scorer for India in the 2015 World Cup. So I'm backing him to be up there at the top for the 2019 World Cup as well. Having a look at the probable playing 11, Shankar at 4. How good is he? How consistent is he? Didn't perform in the IPL. He is picked as a 3-dimensional player. That's the word there. He's a good fielder, no doubt about that. Doesn't bowl that much and hasn't been consistent with the bat. How crucial is his role?
If Vijay Shankar comes in, you look at the bowling options, and then suddenly you have so many bowling options.
7 bowling options.
Yeah. So and if he's not there, then Kedar Jadhav has to be the 6th bowling option. So I have a feeling if Vijay Shankar doesn't perform, someone like KL Rahul, who has had a brilliant IPL, can come in, fit in there. Someone like Dinesh Karthik can also get a chance, because Vijay Shankar, is he the best?
Remember that he has just played 5 ODIs.
Yeah.
Before the World Cup, he has just played 5 ODIs.
And he wasn't even very good, in those 5 ODIs. It wasn't like he did something
extraordinary.
So
got a couple of 40s, but it's the timing and
it'll be interesting to see how he plays actually. So he has a very big chance, because if you see again, there's someone like Hardik Pandya who is like Vijay Shankar. You can instead maybe promote Hardik Pandya as well.
Good choice there. Would you go in with 2 wrist spinners or a finger spinner? Because in our probable 11 we have gone in with Jadeja and Chahal. Obviously, because Kuldeep is not in form. If Kuldeep is in the right space of mind, I would pick him any day.
But then again, if you pick Jadeja, he gives you the batting
option. That's why Jadeja is in the team.
And he has, in the past, Jadeja was, dropped because of his batting was, he's supposed to be an all-rounder, but his batting was really weak. He really used to, they didn't deliver the bat. But now in the IPL,
he had a couple of 20s which
sometimes
changed the game.
He has finished well. So if he is able to do that, someone like Hardik Pandya gets out and, you need a few overs are left, Jadeja can come in and do the job. But I would probably start off with Kuldeep Yadav.
And
But
Chahal.
yeah, I would start off with Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal. If Kuldeep Yadav is not in form, if if he's getting hammered for runs, obviously you have options like Jadeja. That's the good thing
Yeah.
about this. 9 matches
Yeah.
thing.
You have a lot of time,
You have
yeah.
a lot of time. Even if a few matches you lose, it's okay, not a big deal.
And another one, you can go from opposition to opposition.
Yeah.
If a team is weak against wrist
Yeah.
spin, play those two wrist spinners.
Yeah.
And
Again,
if a
look
team
at the
is
pitch.
good against spin, you can go in with Jadeja and offer some batting down the order. Quick pick, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Shami. Who is your second seamer? Bumrah is any day in your team.
I would go with Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Shami, I think I would keep on the bench. Yeah, he can if there's a good pitch, good green pitch, you can play 3 seamers.
Yeah.
But for me, I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Jasprit Bumrah, both of them have to play all the matches. And if there is a good pitch, you can take out any of those spinners, get in Shami. So
Yeah,
for me,
definitely.
Bhuvneshwar and Bumrah play all the matches.
Shami has been in good form, so
Yeah.
it won't be surprising if he's picked
Yeah,
over
it won't
Bhuvi.
be surprising, but Bhuvi, I think in the
Has the
first,
experience,
he
yeah.
has the experience, and
He's a good death bowler.
He's a good death bowler, and in the power play also
He
he
can
is
get
the
up
ball,
those
the ball to
wickets, yeah.
swing. So
Yeah.
that's a good.
India definitely making the top 4.
Yeah, I think India will make the top 4 favorites to win the World
Yeah,
Cup.
definitely one of the favorites. It's the
So-
wrist spin. It's the top 3.
Yeah.
Just a bit of weakness in the middle
Middle
order.
order.
Watch out for Shankar. And then you have Dhoni and Pandya and Kedar Jadhav. So the middle order has to step up
Yeah.
once the top 3 fails. Or else you have the top 3 to do the job. That's it from Cricket Adda. That's the previews for all the 10 teams. Just before we go, we'll have a live pre-show before the World Cup.
Yeah.
Where we will
Where we
preview
will-
the whole World Cup.
Yeah.
Talk about the English friendlies,
Hopefully,
what
we
to
will
expect.
have a better knowledge of the teams and
Yeah.
which teams are looking better, which
Yeah.
have the warm-up matches will be done.
Yeah, yeah.
So that will also you guys will also get to know more.
Yeah, so we will
Do
convey
join
the
us.
date and the time well in advance. So join us in the live stream. That's it from Cricket Adda. Thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe, and keep on watching Cricket Adda. Thank you.